Hello, my name is Donna Ellis. I am the creator of the Active Rest Fitness Program and Lifestyle, and I am inviting you to meet me on the deck. On the deck is where I encourage people to get active for at least 30 minutes a day by providing workouts that can fit any schedule. I also encourage people to prioritize rest and restorative sleep, to practice mindfulness in their eating habits and their abilities, and to build a community of support amongst family members, neighbors, and friends. The conversation from the deck today revolves around building that community of support, building that support system. So, we typically hear about accountability partners when it comes to working out. An accountability partner is someone who you meet up with at a set time. You work out with them. They encourage you. They're supposed to be there to encourage you, to motivate you. If you know someone is there waiting for you for your workout or whatever it is you're going to do, then you're more likely to participate in that activity. The thing about having accountability partners, though, where it can go wrong is if your accountability partner decides that they can't make it or can't attend or they get busy or they stop the program, then you end up stopping too. So what we want to talk about is just different ways that we find accountability partners. I know with Active Rest, it is set up so that we are a group of women that get together and work out. That is our support system. At first, it started out as my neighbor asking me to walk with her in the afternoons during the COVID shutdown. And so we would meet up, and then eventually more and more people started to join us. Then eventually that became Tabata. I ended up posting some of my weight loss results, and then more and more folks got interested in joining us. And so that's how Active Rest came to be. But even before Active Rest, I had a great support center, a great support system at my local YMCA. At the YMCA, I took Zumba classes, spin classes, Tabata classes, strength training, step aerobics, and it became more of a socialization tool for me rather than a workout. The workout was the bonus. So I enjoyed going and seeing everybody and socializing with everybody. And then the workout was just, something, a perk of socializing, going to the gym and meeting up with people. So that's how accountability works for me. I don't have to have a particular person that I work out with necessarily, but I do like the community of working out with the group. The next thing is you need to find accountability partners, or you try to find accountability partners in places that you don't often look. Usually you look to a friend or someone like that, or, like group exercise or things like that. But accountability partners can show up in ways that we don't really think about. When I came off of active duty military, I struggled. I was on Weight Watchers. I had developed a great, workout program where I was living. And then I moved back home and I struggled to find that support system or the motivation or, where can I go and run safely? Where can I go and work out? So it took me a little while to figure that out. Well, what happened is my nephew at the time, he might have been 4 or 5 years old. He would call me. He called me one day and he said, T. Donna, let's go to the park. And I said, what are we going to do at the park? And he said, I can ride my bike and you can go running. Because he had already knew that running was something I was interested in. And so he called me. I went and picked him up, and I would go pick him up after school and load his bike into my truck. And we would go to the park, and that's exactly what we do. He'd ride his bike. I'd keep an eye on him. We had a little system. He could only ride out so far, but as long as I could see him, he was fine. And he'd come back to me, circle me, and then go back a little further while I ran. And we had this whole little system set up. And we did that, and he would text me. He couldn't spell, but I knew when I got a call or a text message rather from my sister with a whole bunch of, letters that didn't go together. I knew what he wanted. So I would call him and say, hey, what's going on? And he would say, you want to go to the park? And it became our thing. So when I would get off work, I'd go out there, pick him up, put his bike in the truck, and we'd go to the park. So you may not see that as an accountability partner, but that was somebody, a little, 4 or 5 year old kid that motivated me to get up and start my exercise journey here at home once I came off of active duty military. One of the ladies I work out with on the deck mentioned to me that sometimes she feels discouraged about coming to the workouts and sometimes she just want to cancel. But she has her son with her and he'll end up literally pushing her out of the car telling her, hey, we're here now. You might as well go on and get your workout. Or he'll convince her, hey, you signed up. We're going over there. You need to go and get your workout. So, they say out of the mouths of babes, right? So sometimes our kids can be that support system. Spending time with our kids can be that support system. Another time we were having construction done on the deck, which is primarily where we work out. My neighbor, who also works out with me, her husband offered, it was his idea, he said, why don't y'all come to the house? We're in the same neighborhood. People don't have much further to go than from, Donna's house. Come over here and work out. And on 2 separate occasions when we were having work done on our house, we worked out at their house for about 1, 2, 3 weeks. So that's a great accountability partner. Somebody who doesn't necessarily work out with you, but can hone in and know that you enjoy doing it and say, hey, we're not going to let you stop. There's no reason to stop. Come here and do it this way. Your family can be a great support system. I actually met my husband while I was out working out. He was out working out. It's something that we enjoy doing together. I know for him, because I love to eat for sure. And sometimes I eat too much, but sometimes we go out and we eat too much and we enjoy ourselves. And he'll say, oh, I need to walk this food off. And so we end up eating and going for a walk. So we very rarely dress up and go out to eat. Usually we go out to eat, we're in comfortable clothes because there's always a plan to go walking at least after we eat. Also when we travel together, I know I always go ahead and I kind of look up like parks and trails and, just different places where we can go for a walk when we go on vacation. We enjoy walking. We have a daughter, a toddler. I don't think she's a toddler. She's a big kid now. She's 4. And we put her in the stroller, put her in the wagon, and we go for a walk. So those are, accountability partners in areas that you might not even realize you have that accountability. Somebody who's motivating you to go get your workout. Somebody who's pushing you. Somebody saying, hey, I'll babysit for you while you go do your workout. So it's not always somebody who's actually working out with you that is your accountability partner. It's somebody that's just providing support because they know that it's something that you want to do. And then the other part, like I mentioned earlier, with accountability partners, what happens is one of the downfalls can be that if your accountability partner does not show up, you're not going to go. That can be a downfall. So even though this conversation is about having an accountability partner, is about building a community of support, I also want to encourage you to learn to work out on your own. Go ahead and build you a gym at home. Go ahead and create a playlist. For me, when I'm working out on my own, because sometimes I can do it either way. I'm motivated to work out on my own and with accountability partners. I really enjoy the accountability partners because I like talking to people, running my mouth, stuff like that, having a good time. But I can also work out by myself. And what I had learned to do was I created playlists, a music playlist, a running playlist, basically, because that's mostly what I do alone. I created a running playlist that matched the cadence of my run, beats per minute by beats per minute. And it's like a party in my head. I get to clear my thoughts. I get to think some things through. And sometimes I'm just listening to the music and moving to the music and nothing more. So that's a good way to, be encouraged to work out on your own. Just get you some good music in your ear. I know when I started doing extreme hip hop with Phil over the COVID shutdown, I enjoyed that workout because I enjoyed the music. So I've done step aerobics before and I've enjoyed step aerobics before, but this one is a little bit different because I could really get into the music and feel like I was dancing. So, just find ways that you can motivate yourself either through music, either through your fitness goals, or something to where you can work out by yourself. So, those are how we build our communities of support. That's how we get in the right mindset for working out. We find our accountability partners. It can be a friend, it could be a coworker, it could be a spouse, your family, a kid. And then also too, pull that motivation from other people. Other people know what your goals are. Let people know what your intent is and ask for help and say, hey, can you babysit, or hey, can you come walk with me? Sometimes that's all it takes, is for you to just ask somebody, hey, will you just walk with me? Will you go running with me? Will you meet me at the gym in the morning? Because sometimes people are looking for that accountability partner as well. And that's usually how I find mine. People know that I work out, so they'll say, hey, can you want to go for a run? You want to go for a walk? And that's how I develop accountability partners. And then also just looking for ways to motivate yourself, because that accountability partner isn't always going to be there. So you have to know how to mentally get into the mood to work out on your own, because you won't always have that person. So you can either do that through music, through environment. Like I like to work out outside. I like to go to the park because I know it's a public place. People are going to be there. I feel safe there. And I just like to be in nature. So, I get up and I go to the park, I put on my music, and then I go and just do my thing. So, I hope this has helped you. I hope this conversation has helped you and get you motivated to go out and find you a workout partner, or become your own workout partner, or just find, support in ways that are not traditional, not the way that we typically think of it. And I also hope you have a great day. Thank you.